Did you go live?
Yes. Hi. Good afternoon from New York. Welcome to the mYak Tibetan Fibers channel for a new chat. It's Wednesday. We asked and you wanted us to come back with our live chat. And so here I am. I am Paola. If you don't know me, if it's the first time that you join us, welcome. As I said, I'm Paola. I am mYak co-founder. And I'm just going to be here alone today. We had a guest, but he fell through. So you have just to stick with me for the next hour or so. This is live, so you are very much free to join in and anytime. Write up in the chat any question you may have. I have Amy here with me today helping me. Let me adjust the screen just for a second. Yeah, that's much better. I hope you can hear us okay. And I thought that we could just, check in and see how you're doing. It's almost the end of January. January is one of the toughest and coldest month here in New York, but in a lot of other places as well. And but it's the best season to wrap up and put all of your beautiful knits on and keeping warm and happy as well, and or staying at home and knitting away. I know that both in Europe and here in the US, things are kind of hard for a lot of us. We are privileged enough to be able to come to the studio here. I live in Brooklyn. I can just drive and come to the studio here in the West Village and work. I'm alone normally, most of the time, besides when Amy comes and helps me. And in Italy, it's the same. It's the showroom. We have certain rules and regulations. But I know that for a lot of you, it's pretty hard. You either work from home or you don't work because you lost your job. And so, we just try to, entertain you for a little bit. It's always difficult to do it talking to myself in front of the screen. See my hands moving. I always try to remember, don't be too Italian, stop moving your hands and relax. But, we had stopped for a while. We had stopped for a few weeks, and we actually had messages of concern of people writing, say, where are you? Something happens, going live. And we just wanted to reflect on what was the best way forward as well. We have a few guests to line up, and but we go with the flow, with see how things are going, and also depending on life. Life takes over sometimes. I have a small child. Anastasia is 7 years old. There is a period in which she needs more of my attention than other days. She is back in school, but we had a period of homeschooling, so how that is. I'm sure a lot of you have to do a lot of homeschooling. You're still probably in homeschooling mode. We have friends and family everywhere. I'm thinking about the people in Europe, especially in the UK, where things are pretty tough. Even Northern Europe, where things had to close down. Or here in the US, where we are trying to figure out how things are going with the new reality that we are facing. I want to be try to smile and try to bring some happiness and show you a lot of samples. I was just checking back at the last video that we did. We have so many samples, so many things that came that we have made and that we published or that were published. We don't publish them, or that we have all of our wonderful sample knitters knit up for us. So there is a lot of things coming on. But first things first. Please do, if you enjoy this chat, whether you're watching live right now or you're watching this, tomorrow, the next day, or in a month time, we would really appreciate if you were to subscribe to this channel. It really helps us understand how many people are following us and the content that we put out there. It makes us feel a little bit more loved and welcome if you do subscribe to the channel. We also have, remember, we have all of our socials, Facebook and Instagram especially. You can follow us there. And above all, you can subscribe to our newsletter. I will put all the links for everything down below in the chat, not in the chat room, but in the description box, so that you can have all of the links and the clicks and clocks, and you don't really have to take notes. And so right now you can just sit back and relax. All the notes and the instructions and any information that we have for you, we will put down below in the description box. And you can also leave comments. We will come back to some of these videos and respond to the comment as quick as we can. But so let's talk about samples. As I was saying, we have a lot of samples coming in, and I'm wearing one that I love so very much because it's super nice and soft. This is not a sample that was originally made with our yarn, but we had a sample made by Susan in Canada. Is the Snedronningen means Snow Queen, by our dear friend Isabelle Kraemer. We had a chat with Isabelle not too long ago when she released the Tiberius sweater. I'm sure you remember that because it's very popular, and we have her as a guest on. And she's very prolific. She's been away for a few months because she was not feeling so well. When she came back, it's like she pours out these beautiful patterns, and we can't keep up, but we are trying. So we are, looking at the one that we think would work best for our yarn, and we try to knit a sample. So this one is knit with our baby yak lace in chocolate and desert. So actually, let me show it to you a little bit better. And if you are in the chat, let us know where you are joining us from. It's always nice to see where the people are joining us from. So let us know. I'm coming from, California, Switzerland, or wherever you are from. It's always nice to see that. Anyway, so I wanted to show you this marlin. We are crazy about marlin with our yarn. We are going to talk a lot about it because we feel that we have double the amount of colors. Hi, Margaret. I see you there. I know I have something else that I think you would love. As I was saying, it's like, any colors that you marlow, the two lace together. So here they are. We took our natural chocolate, and you know how these days chocolate is very popular thanks to somebody that was wearing some mitts at a certain inauguration. So chocolate and desert actually as well became really, really popular. And who else has the best chocolate in town? Actually, I wish I had some hot chocolate right now. I don't, but so chocolate and desert marked together gives you this incredible natural feeling, and it's so pretty. And because it's me, I had to have some pink in it, but you could also have other colors, and I will show you a couple of options. We added in the yoke. So, at that one point, you just use the dusty pink held double without marling it with anything else, so that it really stands out in this beautiful yoke. You will use the dusty pink. I think I already said that. So these are the three colors that we chose for this sweater. But even if you keep, the chocolate and the desert as the main color, and you add a touch of saffron, that would be so cool as well. That would be really, really nice. Or, I just thought about it, I just have to play around with my colors. Emerald. This would be so pretty. Look at this. Oh, I want to take a picture just right there. Please, somebody make us Snedronningen with these colors because it's really, really nice. Hi, Michelle. Hi. Thank you for saying I'm glowing. It's thanks to you and your beauty channel. If you're not following Michelle Wang on her beauty channel, just go ahead and do that because she is my beauty guru. She was my knitting guru, best designer ever, and now she's become a beauty guru. So that's it. It's all of her. I always say I was actually laughing with Michelle not too long ago, saying that my husband recognized each time he gets a box of beauty product, he's always asked, have you watched another Michelle Wang channel, another episodes? Because then I tend to buy nice things because I know that I trust her judgment. But that's in my beauty. And we should have, that would be a nice idea to have Michelle on with one of our chat as well. Not to put any pressure on you, Michelle, but it would be nice to do the beauty and fiber chat one day and see how you moved from this word into another wonderful word. But back to, I think this would be really, really pretty colors. And I know that Amy that is here with me, she would say, I know she would say that. She doesn't have to say it. I picked it. And she's laughing. And I think the ochra would be also really, really pretty. I'm not an ochra person, but I love all of our colors. It's like babies. I love them all, but some I love more than others. So clearly the pink, and I wear them more than others. So I'm not sure if I would wear this, but it's definitely a nice color combination as well. Or oh yeah, look at that. What about the night flower too? Or if you want to be a little bit more extravagant, you could use a new cashmere. You could take the Zabaione, which is a new line of cashmere, the Raku, Tibetan cashmere, Raku Fiocco di cashmere. Oh, that would be good. Look at that. That would be so pretty. I can actually see the chat once in a while. Yes, so I can see that. But that would be very, very nice. And talking about cashmere, I know that some of you have tried the lace held double or single and you love it. So I'm actually going to move on. If you have questions, just put them down below in the chat. And by the end of this chat, I always have this room as like, an earthquake has come through and I don't find anything else. And if I have to do another chat later or something else, a video, it took me always an hour to put things together. But anyway, here I am. I was talking about, yes, another sweater. We love Isabelle Kraemer. We all love Isabelle Kraemer. And we love natural colors as well. So I'm not going to put this one on because it's tiny little bit small for me. I mean, it fits, but it's a bit tight. So I should have, and that opens a full discussion of me not being able to tell our sample knitter what size I need. I look at the patterns, I think I need that size, and I always forget to look at the ease. When it says 10 inches of ease, I'm like, bloop, just that notion, just like I'm not considering it. I just look at the size, I know the size, I'm wearing it so that I can show you and average size. And then I forget about that ease thing. So please don't do that. When you choose your size, make sure you read the full pattern before you do it. And so this is I just probably by the summer I slimmed down a little bit. I mean, with the lockdown restriction here and there, my running days are sort of like going downhill. But as my husband says, I don't have more excuses because he just bought a bike in the house and I have to start biking now. Anyway, that was like sidetracking him. This is Jingle Bell. I see some Italian in the chat. Thank you for following. Grazie per essere con noi. We always say that we will try to do more chats in Italian as well, but maybe I should put some Italian subtitles. But my accent is Italian, so it counts for that. Jingle Bell by only one Jingle Bell by Isabelle Kraemer. And see what we did here. So we took the desert held double in desert, the lace held double in desert, yeah, and we added some of the new cashmere. So you can see the decoration here. We have the dusty pink is just a little bit, and we took it. We put it up also on the sleeve, and we added here. Oh God, this is so gorgeous! It's so nice and soft. This is the days of us meeting and having shows, and you come into the showroom and touch and feel things. They're not over; they are on standby. But so wish you could feel it because it's so nice and soft. This new cashmere that we have, it's is incredible. And our Pema, she's the little sheep. You can see her. She's wearing a traditional Tibetan chuba, which is a traditional dress, and palden, which is you can see it here better, the Tibetan apron, as well as being designed by Rab Karwanchuk, which is a Tibetan artist that lives here in New York, with whom I'm actually going to have a wonderful exhibition, hopefully very soon, which is the other side of my, not my job, but my passion. So I do the two things, and is the same designer, the same artist that made mYak. Anyway, so Jingle Bell with the natural lace held double, and we use the same dusty pink that we use for Snedronningen, and Teroldigo. Teroldigo, which is one, white Teroldigo, because look at this color. It reminds me of this red wine from my region in Trentino Alto Adige. Teroldigo is a very famous wine up there. It's a little bit more, like a little bit darker than this one, and full body wine. Even if I don't drink, I love the smells. I love wine, but it just gives me a migraine. Anyway, so that is an option, and it would be the same. You see, I just dropped a few things, so I'm sure I will not find them in a minute. But that is Jingle Bell. And again, we will have all the information down below in the box. Also, go on a website, is mYak.it. Very strong Italian heritage there. We don't want the .com. Do not do the .com because you end up in Alaska. Won't say anything else, but that's where you're getting to. And don't remember what I was saying? Sometimes you just talk, and you don't remember. My God, my train of thoughts. I think this is old age coming in. No. I think after you hit a certain age, say after you hit 50, I think that could start going down a little bit. So I'm past that. I'm sure you know that. Right, so talking about cashmere, that was it. Talking about cashmere, we got this sample of Poet by Sari Nordlund. She's a wonderful Finnish designer, the same designer that created the Celeste sweater for us. And the lace part of it is the stitch that she created. She made a hat and a sweater with the same stitch. And it really, really is super beautiful. This we made with our cashmere lace held double, and is like a Linus blanket. I mean, it's huge. I'm trying to decide how to put it on, and you may need if you just need one shawl for the winter, that is what you need, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this color. It's more like a dark cannella. We call it Sospiro di Noci. Noci is hazelnut in Italian, and is like a dark terracotta rust, I would say, and it's so nice and soft. So you have to trust me when I say it's nice and soft, because I know you cannot touch it. And today is actually really good to have all these sweaters on, because the heating is not working in the building, so it's pretty cold. Normally when I do this live, and Amy's sitting there, and I ask even in winter to turn on the air conditioning because it's so hot. But today I'm so happy because it's so cold. This is I think is one of my favorite color of the new cashmere that we have. The cashmere lace held double is available only on our website and at Loop London. So if you are in the UK and you're watching this, Susan has all the colors, or on our website. The medium also pick up every stitch here in Mount Kisco, has it, nobody else has it, because it's such a limited production. We will do more when things open up more and we have more availability, but for now, this is what so if you love that. This beautiful sample is made by an Italian friend of mine. She's actually my neighbor in Cavallese, where I live. I mean, I haven't been there in a year now, and I miss it. But she's a wonderful, the best neighbor that one person can have. She needs my samples as well, and then she ships them to me. So this is almost like a dress. It's really, really gorgeous. And somebody just rang the bell. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's my postman.
It's yarn.
You go.
More yarn.
Oh, yarn. More yarn came in. Yay. These days is like each time that you ship something out or something else comes in and you look in all this tracking, nothing is moving, you get upset. It's like, where is my yarn? Or where is this? What is that? So when, the FedEx guy or the UPS guy or whoever guy comes in, we have 3 guys coming, and they always look very tired because the boxes are so big. Anyway, so sidetracking again. But that was the poet shawl. Amy was distracted with that, but she will put in a link as well here. The poet shawl is really, really nice. And I think this shawl would be absolutely gorgeous in this color, borrowed light. Come up with these names is not easy, but I hope you like our names. It's really, really pretty. Is a light blue. And you're sort of like a neutral light blue with a lot of light in it, and it would be really pretty to make it. But it would also be nice in one of the, in the Jingle Bell as well that we showed before. So now the question is, where do we put all of the samples after we use them? So we just do like, oh, yes, good. Talking from shawl to shawl, I thought that we should talk about the new shawl that Andrea Mowry has released. The shawl with the cutest name, Hug Hug Kiss Kiss. And when I asked her why, she came out with the name. She said that, we all need hug and kisses and we are not able to do that. So that was one way for us to be able to hug and kisses by making this shawl, but also because after she finished the design, you see all these XOXO, which is international language for hugs and kisses. So this shawl is in mYak medium. Before I put it on, actually, let me put it on. There's again, mYak medium, bedrock of our company, as we always say. My first love and the reason why we started mYak is for this yarn and with the beautiful, our beautiful yaks. What are not ours? Oh, it goes well with this one too. Look at that. I don't know, you guys are like when you see on Instagram and we have to post pictures because we get all the sample here. It's not possible to find people, to find models, or to find friends that come often. So you're stuck with me a lot of the time, and sometimes I feel really embarrassed by having so many pictures of me on Instagram. But it's the only way to show you how how all these samples really work well on somebody with average height and average weight. I shouldn't say average height because I'm really short, but anyway, you got the idea. I was just trying to remind myself of the color. So the original color that Andrea I was going to try to show you, but I think everybody can see it on online as well. Sorry?
I put the link in too.
Oh, okay. You have the link in there. Okay. This is the original kit. Oh, thank you for saying that. That make a great model, Margaret. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I think it's thanks to the makeup as well that I learned to put on, thanks to Michelle Wang. I don't think I would have dared come in without at least covering some of it. But anyway, not much. So this is the original color combination that Andrea selected. So she went with the oatmeal as the main color, with the petrol, the emerald, and the saffron. So that's her original color combination. Beware of the number of skeins that you need. So the pattern says you need 3 skeins of the main color, but she actually mentioned that 2 of the test knitters, which are our test knitters with our 2 samples, used a 4th, the beginning, at least half or a third of the 4th skein. So whether you buy the kit in a store, and we're just talking to Monarch Knitting, for example, in California, or quite a few other stores, they have the kits available. Just make sure that you ask for an extra skein and use it for something else. You don't want to play Yarn Kitchen Chicken. Yarn Kitchen, I always do that, sorry. Yarn Chicken. and run after or come back to me and say, do you have that lot number? Because I won't have it. So make sure you get an extra skein. I know it's extra money, but you will not regret it, especially if you're not a tight knitter like Andrea Mowry, and she says is a very tight knitter. So this is the color combination that she has. On our website, I think it's available on pre-orders because we ran out of yarn, but it's coming. So for sure, the the petrol is coming back in a couple of weeks, mid-February. The oatmeal is a little bit more tricky because, it's rarer. It was still stuck at the factory when the factory closed down. Andrea is doing his best to try to get it out of there and get it on a plane, not even on a boat, to come to Italy. So look at it. It's really pretty. It's really, really nice. And of course, I'm trying looking at the colors here that I have. Yeah. Sorry. We had this combination. No, you're not. We did not. Sorry. You see, that's why I have Amy there. She always say, what I'm doing wrong, she just points it out like so quickly, that is embarrassing. So this is the color combination that I have chosen for my sample. Not that I knitted it, because you know me, I knit so slowly that it takes me a year just to make a sweater, and I haven't finished it yet. But this is Susan again in Canada, who is a very fast knitter. She test knit with this color combination. So the main color is the Tibetan Sky with dusty pink, oatmeal, and night flower. Please look at the night flower in this screen because, and I show you in the lace, because the oatmeal that we received in the last production is so light, like you see in the oatmeal in the last production. So automatically, whatever colors we dye on top of the dust of the oatmeal, so the natural base changes. So this was the night flower that we had. We still have some of this actually, but maybe like a few skeins of this. This is the new night flower.
In lace.
In lace, yes, in lace. In the medium, we all have the new one. So you can see how this one is brighter than this one. Both beautiful. So whatever you get, be happy. As my daughter says, you get what you get, you don't get upset. And but I just wanted to point out the difference in the color schemes that we have. And this one is the third samples that we have that is in Italy. Geraldine from Rome did the test knit for that, and she shipped the sample to Italy. And I decided not to ship it to me because I have all the samples. They don't have many, so I won't be able to see it until I go to Italy, God knows when. The main color is a desert for that one, with mustard, dusty pink, and burgundy as accent colors. Okay, so these are the three color combinations that we created for this shawl. But any color combination, as long as you know how many you need for the main colors and how many you need is 1, 1, 1 for the CC colors. Just go out and buy any colors that you like. If you like the greens or the more blues or black as well. I would love to see a black one, as a black version as the main color with pattern, emerald, and saffron, for example. That would be really pretty. If you have purchased the kit, or if you haven't and you want to, or if you want the yarn, or if you have any other yarn that you're knitting, the hug, kiss shawl is a mouthful, just to say that, we have a Cowl. We are going to start a Cowl this Friday on our RAVERLY group. And that opens like RAVERLY. So I manage, if I manage, I'm so proud of myself because I managed to start a Cowl on RAVERLY. This is the second time. The first time Amy did it, and this time I tried to go on RAVERLY, do everything myself. I was really proud. And so we start the Cowl is active right now. You can join the Cowl on our RAVERLY group, which is mYak. Easy, just mYak. Join the group and join the Cowl. I think it's going to be fun. It starts on Friday. You can join now, and we will add you in. And so you have to start knitting the shawl. you still have time because it's going to be until the end of March. So if you didn't get the kit yet, you have plenty of time. Just call your local store to get it. If you knit the shawl in any other yarn, we don't care. As long as you knit it, it's fine. It's just join for the fun of joining, not because we want you to buy the kit or the yarn or anything. Just join so that we can be together doing this. Will I knit a version? No, we already have it, but we will knit along with you. Andrea Mowry will pop in and out here and there in the Cowl. And we will also have a special Zoom chat for all the Cowl participants on Zoom, date to be decided. Let me drink before. Where is my nice mug? I had a nice mug, but anyway. Sorry. Some people told me that I should just edit the video and cut out all the other additional silly things that I say when I digress. But I think, I just put out whatever this is me, you get what you get. And I just leave the video for everybody to see. I don't think I can edit myself. I told you it would take too much time anyway to cut off all the weird parts. Cal, the Zoom chat with Andrea Mowry until the end of March. I said that, they're going to be prizes. Oh, yes, of course. I know how much you love prizes. So Andrea has a couple of prizes, and we are going to have a couple of prizes, 3 prizes, I think. I'm going to announce that, but they're going to be good. It's going to be gift cards. So it's going to actually be actual amount of money for you to spend on yarn. There's going to be pins. There's going to be other things as well. So if you are doing this shawl, please do join us. That's now is when the change of wardrobe happens. This time I remember to put on a t-shirt. During my last live, I almost had a little bit of incident because I only had a camisole and I felt embarrassed. We want to talk about another gorgeous sweater. Is the PAON sweater by Camilla Vad. The beauty of having short hair is that they stay where they are. And before I talk about this sweater, did I tell you about my pixie haircut and how it happened? A lot of people have asked on Instagram what happened to my hair. It's not because I wanted to have, a short haircut, but it's because I started having long hair. Nobody goes to the hairdresser, and I have not been dyeing my hair for years, so I didn't really care. But it was getting long, and I was getting all of these little, we say codine, the little tails coming out, and I thought I just really don't like it. So I thought that I could just trim it. I was like, it's not that difficult. You see people shaving all the time, and I can just do it. So I got my husband's shaving machine, and I thought I just do that just like that. I just do a little touch here, a little touch there, and I'm done, and I just do this. So I was in the bathroom, attached this machine. I forgot to attach the one of those naminicolo, that thing that you attach to make things not dangerous. Whatever, I don't know how you say it. And while I was doing it, my daughter called, Mama! And I did like that. I went and shaved half of my head, bald. There was nothing there. So I went to my husband, I said, how bad is it? And he looked and he said, I don't think you can go out like that, but maybe we can fix it. Let me fix it. Never, ever trust man with a shaver. He shaves himself bald completely and, wonderful, handsome. So I took the shaver and I just stood there and so basically, and I have a picture, I think I should put it up, he just shaved my head halfway through here. And I look like a frate cappuccino, like one of those, a monk that from the, the one that has, like San Francisco. I don't know if that helps at all. I'm sure Italian will know. Yeah. So anyway, I just had this hair up to here, just cut. And I was like, okay, what do I do now? So I came to work. Amy looked and she said, ooh, that's not good. So I had a hat on for a couple of days until I had the guts to call my hairdresser and say, look, I have a problem. I know you're closed with COVID and everything else, but can you please open and help me out? So he did. And I sat at the chair and they said, you will have to take that hat off and show me. So I took the hat off and he went like, whoa. We never forget his face. Anyway, to cut a very much longer story short, he said, I have to cut off as much as I can to make it equal here. So cut, cut, cut. Now it's long, but you can see this part here is still much shorter. But I'm happy. I got my hair cut after a year that I didn't have one, and I'm happy as it is. This to introduce the fact that I don't really need much hairdressing these days, and I can change easily with that. So, PAON, let's talk about what matters, which is this beautiful sample by Camilla Vad. Camilla will be our guest in one of our chats, but I thought, I could not wait to show you this sample. She published it with a mYak medium. PAON, it means peacock, so pavone. This is the peacock feathers that you can see that, and you can really see the design. She knit her version that you can see on RAVERLY in desert as the main color, oatmeal like we did, Tibetan sky and moss. So Tibetan sky and moss, so those are the two. Let me get the oatmeal. I hope I don't make a mistake on this one. If not, Amy will correct me.
Hey, you did it.
So that is the color combination. You see the moss is really dark, but it was in the center. And it's actually, she was right in using moss. I think it reminiscence a lot of the peacock with that. We knit our samples with the desert, oatmeal again, petrol, and Tibetan sky. For some reason, that's what we did, which I love the color combination as well. I love everything about this, but you actually feel the little feathers when you touch it, because the way that is the stitch in the middle is, of course, it has long sleeves, and this, I got the right size. So I really like it. Monica in Holland knit this sample for us. She's another wonderful, Moon Pearl on Instagram. She's another wonderful sample knitter. I got something there. But anyway, you can see more pictures on the website as well. It's nice, comfortable. It's perfect for this weather as well. Remember that our mYak does not peel. So no matter how, whether you put a coat on top or like another sweater or a vest, like vests go quite a lot these days, it's fun. It's nice, it's warm, doesn't peel, and it's super, super light on your shoulder as well. So the PAON's sweater for sure is a sample that we invite you to try on. And because we never have enough for one sample, we always want more, and we beg all of our sample knitters to knit more for us. We made the second sample with our cashmere as well. The reason why I'm not talking while I change is so that I can breathe. Remember to breathe. Thank you, Amy. So this one, and I did wear this in one of the few walks on the beach. It takes 2.5 hours to get to the beach from here, but I did wear this one on my last walk on the beach. It was really, really pretty. It was a wonderful day. It was not that cold. And I just had this on and I felt really comfortable with it. And as you can see here, we have the mustard as the main color and 3 colors of the cashmere. You only need 1 skein each. So this is a nice way of trying out a cashmere, because it's not a huge investment to try to do a full cashmere sweater like we did. and in beautiful colors. You could also substitute, as you saw in the other version, you could substitute this color, for example. You could substitute that with the night flower. You can substitute to another one with a burgundy. So you could mix and match as well. But just I want you to show you how well the new Tibetan cashmere, which is the same 50 grams and the same yardage, works well with a baby yak. Is super, super nice. I will try to answer the question as well in the chat. But let me take this off. What's next? Now I remember. I was supposed to show you a hat while I had the shawl on, but of course I didn't because my notes are scribbled and I cannot recognize them. Where's my hat?
Which one?
The old port hat here.
Sorry.
Things I don't remember.
So, show you without a sweater.
I can show you without a sweater. This is the old port hat. It's an old pattern by Andrea Mowry. And actually, when you start your day looking at Instagram, you see different things coming up, and you see beautiful new patterns coming. And I'm going to talk about a couple of the new patterns that we saw that we really like. But a while back, Andrea started re-knitting her old port hat with our Tibetan cloud, the wild daisy, the white that you can see here, and some hand-spun yarn that she was spinning herself. And then I was like, oh, look at that. That looks so pretty. So we decided to knit a sample in our Tibetan cloud, like that here. So let me see. Now, this is really, I'm not good with hats, so bear with me because I'm going to try it on. I've been wearing it for 2 days outside. Nobody sees me. Nobody knows who I am. And it's super nice and super warm. You can see the brim inside. Oh my God, it's toasty. It's really nice. But I don't look great in hats, so just bear with me, okay? And so it's really super, super nice. Of course, it's a brioche hat. Let me take it off. So. I love hats, but I don't look good in it. All right, so what we did here, what did we do here, Emmy? We did the wild daisy with the salvia argenta,
yes,
and the petrol.
Petrol, yes.
Yeah. Just remember all of this color combination. It takes a little bit of a little tricky thing. So what we did, yeah. Sorry. Oh gosh, I did say it was going to be entertaining. So here we go. Because we love the marlin, we discussed about marlin at the beginning. So you can see how we took these two colors and we marled. At one point, you will see the Tibetan cloud, which is a light DK sport with one strand of the lace. And that gives you really this texture. You can see, can you see how the salvia argenta, so the green is, you can see, make sure I focus my camera. Okay, there. Doesn't it look pretty? I think it does. It's a really nice hat. And, again, just a way of trying with brioche if you're not familiar with brioche, not that I am. And there's a lot of classes about it. Think about brioche. We have the wonderful War Shawl by Nancy Marchand that is absolutely gorgeous. Been one of my favorite shawls sitting there in the last few chats that we did. But I was supposed to show you this while I was wearing something else. So here I am. We did that. But talking about hats, if you don't like brioche or if you don't want to do brioche, but you still want to try our Tibetan cloud out, I have the perfect hat for you. But I'm going to, was I supposed to? Yes, here. Well, I have the perfect hat and the perfect cowl. Was it last month? Yes, I think that was last month that Jill Nittarella on Instagram. What a wonderful person. She is so much fun to work with. Takes wonderful pictures. She is a graphic designer, a photographer. She has a lot. Just make sure that you check her out on Instagram. Is Nittarella. Jill Zielinski, and she made this hat in our Tibetan cloud. So 2 skeins of Tibetan cloud, and you can make the 2 hat with the 2 skeins if you alternate the main color. You can see the beautiful feather texture here, and the story behind is so sweet. So the story is the design inspiration came from a feather that she found in her son's room. Jill has 3 children, full-time mom and designer at the same time, and she works as a graphic designer as well. And we're going to have her as a guest on this channel as well very soon. She's a bit busy right now. And I love the fact that she's been using the pom-pom. There's a vegan from Lavafur from Austria, not far from where I live in Italy. I love them. We have quite a few things from them. And I think that Jill also carries the pom-pom. And I know that here in New York, Pick Up Every Stitch, Felicia is carrying the Lavafur pom-pom. They come in different colors. I think I have a yellow. I have a yellow one in the showroom that I got as well. Lavafur is a wonderful brand as well. And again, remember that when we talk about things, if I talk about another brand or another designer or another somebody that makes something, is all because I believe in what I do, not because I've been gifted or given anything. We don't really do that. Anyway, so this, let me put it on. I just been holding it, dreading the moment. But, oh, I remember somebody said, just leave your hair out. So my 2 hair that stick out. So this is the slouchy hat. Is actually very nice. The beautiful things about this, the Tibetan cloud is it's so soft and it's not scratchy. And if you watch one of the episodes where we talk about our fibers, and we can talk about it because we've been asked to do a dedicated video to our Tibetan fiber, to our Tibetan cloud, and I will talk about it more. But this is so nice, slightly, and it's not itchy, so nice and soft. So this is now with the wild daisy and cladonia. And then here you can see it's reversed as well. I want everything. We are here, Margaret. I know you have a lot already. So these 2. So once this came out and became really popular and people were buying, I think we have uploaded maybe 10 color combination on a website. So again, just go on a website, check out the color combination. There is quite a few that we like. I mean, even if you just want, remember, you make a hat for you and you give one to your friend, partner, son or daughter, or you just keep them both for yourself like I would do. And I'm trying to look at my yarn here. Yeah, with a yellow as well. That would be with the calendula or the botton d'oro as well. That would be really, really pretty. Now I'm getting cold because I don't have a sweater on. Let me just get my coffee to be warm. I don't remember which is the next sweater that I need to talk about. Actually, I don't have another sweater to talk on, so I'm just going to put one on. I think I'm going to put this on. Okay. Which then I will talk about, as Margaret is here. Margaret, did you get the Lily kit? Oh, now I remember why you want. Sorry, I just have the wrong t-shirt under, but this is so pretty. But let me talk about the cowl. Oh, guys, God, the cowl doesn't go with this sweater. I'm so sorry. Oh, this is the beauty of a live. Now I know why I didn't put a sweater on, because I have to show you the cowl. Bear with me. We're all live. We are doing it. All right, here we go. So after the fallen feathers hat, Jill decided to work on an amazing, beautiful cowl, which this is her sample. I kidnap the samples until she comes on and does a live with us, and I will not give it back until then. And maybe she doesn't know, but I think I will not give it back at all. No, I think I keep it. I think I love it. Can you do that? This is a tube with the same design, but in 4 different colors. This has the wild daisy, the cladonia, cannella, and calendula. The cannella and calendula are the colors here. These will really be pretty together for the hat as well. So any of the colors that you get would be really pretty for that. So we might be sold out of cladonia. No, we are sold out of cladonia on the website. So this particular color combination might not be available or is not available, depends when you watch this video. It will come back soon, like in a couple of weeks, so bear with us. And again, there's a lot of stores that have these in stock, and we have put up other color combination. For example, I don't even have to think, let's see, Amy just passed on a beautiful another, but you still give me the, with Ginepro instead of cladonia, the dahlia, the wild daisy, and the calicarpa. I made a game on how many skeins of this yarn I can keep in my hands, and it goes up to 6, but not more than that. So anything that goes above 6 different colors, they all fall apart. But anyway, this cowl, I have to put it on. Jill has beautiful pictures of herself in the woods with the children, without the children, with her son wearing the hat. She's wearing the cowl. It's like all magical. It's like, where does she live? I don't remember where she's living. I'm sorry, Jill. Are you there by any chance? I thought I think she's out with the children. She said she couldn't come on today. But when we will have her on, that's why I couldn't have her. You just need this. And maybe like a long sleeves t-shirt. You can even put it. Oh my God, look at that. Besides the design is stunning, it's beautiful. Just have this, you have a double layer basically. You see how it is double, and it's fun because you just knit. You do your Netflix, knit. Once you learn the chart is easy because it keeps coming back. And you can put it in different areas if you want. This design here, you can line it up. But who does this? When you go out, you just put it on and whatever happens. But it's really, really nice. Now, as you got to this point, remember to check us out on Instagram and on the website. And please do subscribe to this channel if you enjoy our chat. It really means a lot to us. So this is the Fallen Feathers cowl. We also have, talking about cowl, I'm sure you saw the post that I made today and that Olga made today of the Say cowl by Olga. Now we're talking about beautiful, beautiful, stunning design. This was the cowl that she designed for our first Cora Club. The Cora Club is bi-monthly or 3-monthly, depends when we can do it, club, where we take our baby yak and we dye in a limited edition colors, and we add something Italian, something special that comes from Italy. We work with artisans in Italy, try to support their business, or we just bring something that is that you cannot find in the US. We had with the Say cowl, we had this artisanal rice and blueberry risotto recipe with it, and some hazelnut oil that I use on my skin every night. But anyway, so that was the Cora Club. The first pattern that came was this beautiful cowl. This sample is made with our petrol, but the color was the electric blue. I think I know a lot of people got that club. It sold out very quickly. It was the first one. We weren't sure what we were doing. We knew what we were doing, but we saying that we didn't know what we were doing is not good. We didn't know how many skeins we could sell. Anyway, now a few weeks ago, the pattern became available, and Olga created a second version with a B color, dual color version, and she made one in midnight blue and dusty pink that I just published. She published today on Instagram, or yesterday, and I published it today. You can see it on Instagram as well. These two colors together. I'm waiting for the sample to get here. Post office is a bit slow these days, so hopefully I will have it for next week in the chat. But if you love Olga's work like we do, this is 3 skeins or 4 skeins if you get this pattern. Love, 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 like everything that Olga does, of course. And as we are talking about the Cora Club, the next, you can check on our website. There's a Cora Club up on top on our main menu. You can read what it's about, what you can, how you register and everything else. But the new Cora Club comes out on the 7th of February. And I'm so excited for it because I love, 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 love the new color that we have created and the designer that we are going to collaborate with, but I will not say anything about it. It's a secret. So that was that. I want to show you what I'm working on because I slow. If you know me, you know I am the slowest knitter. As I said before, I've been working on the same sweater since forever. I'm actually okay right now. It might be all the passion that comes through, and yeah, maybe not. But no, it's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. What am I working on? I am working on the late bloomer mitts from the Making magazine. I know you can see it upside down, but it's Making magazine. When I got this sweater, oh yeah, I know. That's I'm not what I'm going to do it. So when I got the magazine, the copy of the magazine, the fact that it was all yellow, I mean, I didn't even care or what pattern were included in it because it was yellow. I love pink and I love yellow, so I had to get it immediately. And I flipped through the pages. And before I talk about this beautiful sample, I will talk about what I'm working on. So anyway, I looked at this picture and said, whatever that is, I want it. So I look inside, and this magazine is available in a lot of stores. Just check your local stores, both in Europe and in here in the US. So it's quite available, or directly from them. I think maybe they might be sold out. It was a popular issue. Because you were talking and you have one word that doesn't come and is in the tip of your tongue and you can't get it out. It would have been helpful if I put a little sticker in here to find it. It's probably at the end. Okay, go over there. Okay, so here are the mitts, the late bloomer mitts by Christine Ledget. I think I said the name right. Maybe I'm butchering it. Or Ledget. But it's really, really pretty. So I saw this and I said, I need it. I need them. I have to make them. So when I say I have to make them, it means that I go to somebody and say, hey, would you make this for me? But this one I really, really wanted to make most of it. So I asked Amy to knit the base, which she did. She just knit the base. We took our Botondoro. Did we? Yes, we did. Our nice Botondoro, which is here. One skein of the Tibetan cloud, and she knit the base. And then that's what I'm working on. I start doing the embroidery part, so which is the fun part. I didn't want to knit the base. So I start knitting all of the embroidery part, all of these beautiful flowers, and it's a nice description of the peony and the sunflowers, the bloom. That's why this is the flowers that bloom late. So I just embroider it. There is a nice. We still have to finish them up, but you can add as many as you want. You can see they go this way, and really, if I were to pay attention to what I'm doing, you see that it goes this way. Oh boy. And just because we want to do things always a little bit different, and that's why, we are a little bit different than other people, I played around and added just because I have the yarn, but you all have tons of yarn in your stash. I know you do. I'm watching you, I'm seeing you, you have it. So we took a few strands of the mustard lace and I added it to a few of the bloom, just here and there, just to give it that little pop a little bit. So I'm done with one and I just almost finished so I'm working on the second one. And I love embroidery on wool. And as a matter of fact, at the end of March, somebody Italian is coming out with a wonderful design, and we are going to have it here live. We are going to do some embroidery together as well. So you will watch that, but that comes at the end of March. There's so much things happening. And all right, so going back to Making Magazine, and this is the same magazine. I saw the Asterales Pullover by Paula Pereira. Paula Pereira is yet another amazing designer. So humble and so nice. She was here last January when we had a big event here in New York for Vogue Knitting. We had some time with her. Or was she here in November? I think both times. I can't remember. Anyway, I loved her. I loved her work. She's working on something for us right now. And when I saw this, I immediately asked one of our sample knitter, Elke, to use our Tibetan cashmere in Zabayone this is the Zabayone, that's the yellow Zabayone, to knit a sample. Oh my God, this is so, so good. Look at the details of these flowers. You can do it with a mYak medium as well. You don't have to splurge in the cashmere. It will be as beautiful as in the cashmere, I assure you. I just wanted to see what a sweater would look like in the cashmere, and I'm so happy we did that. Put my t-shirt under. And it's really, really pretty. So that's what I want to do. That's why I was not wearing anything, because I had to do that. I know I was wearing the lily as well, but I'm going to talk about the lily another time. So you will come back, because I have some special announcement for the collaboration that we had with Mary Wallin. But so quickly here, this is the lily sweater in Tibetan cloud. And you can find, it's so beautiful. But I really want to take the time to explain the stories and everything else. So you can find the kit on our website, but I will save that for another time. Couple of more things I remember. I have them here on my list. What do I have here? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, okay. Here, all my notes. The book. Oh, here. Sorry, guys. You should see this space is like a little bit of a mess. Now, the Queen of Cables. Norah Gaughan is the Queen of Twisted Stitch. She just published this new book, Twisted Stitch source book. If you have the cable source book, you know how wonderful these books are, because they just give you a lot of information about all of the different stitches with the charts, images of the swatches, and all of the description. And then what you do, and what she invites you to do, is take what she has created, all of those stitches, and design your own sweaters or cowl or hat. And, it's nice if you just say, inspired by Norah Gaughan Twisted Stitch source book. Now, this book, you can find it in stores, Amazon for sure, and I'm sure in your local yarn store as well. We just got a copy, and I just saw the mailman coming today. I think we got a complimentary copy from Norah as well. Why did we get a complimentary copy? This is like when Norah called a while back saying, I'm writing a new book, and I would like to include your yarn in it. I think I flipped over. I remember she came to Vogue Knitting live, and this is the more down-to-earth person that you can possibly meet. I remember, I was very busy in the booth. There was a lot of people coming in, selfies, buying. And with my corner of my eyes, I saw this lady just standing there, waiting. And when I turned, I saw Norah. I was like, Norah, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. She said, no, it's okay. You're busy. I've been, coming here a few times, and you were busy. And then she told me that's what she wanted to do. As I said, I literally flipped over. And we are on the back cover. We didn't make the full cover, but hey, we got a back cover, which is what people read to see the price and please all the information. So the back cover is super important. And she made the Hexagon pullover Again, it would have been good to put the stitch, the little marker in this book. I learn as I go. Let me just sure that I'll just show you this page on this side. Yeah. So I don't show you anything about the pattern. So this is the Hexagon pullover. And the interesting part of it is that there are so many versions of the Hexagon that you can create. You can create your own. So I think there are 6 or 7 different Hexagon patterns, the pattern that you can put in. So there is one specifically, I think is a lotus shape. So we chose that one. And Jessica here in New Jersey agreed, she's a fan of Norah like we are, she agreed to knit that sample for us. Norah chose, and so did we, the baby yak medium in mustard. I think we have the kit up on the website. You can see how many skeins you need as well in whatever color you choose. And get yourself the book. Is such an important and wonderful source for any knitter as well. And I mean, all of the designs, a lot of different designs in it. They're really, really lovely. So that's one of what I want to do. Couple of other things that I want to talk about is, and I don't have the samples, of course, but the last few days, you know, I go in and out of Instagram, and there's new designs that pop up. And when we look at people we want to work with, or designs that we think would work really, really well with our yarn, we saw that Jill Nittarella, again, just published My Making Comfort Shawl in a beautiful new yarn that I think is an exclusive to Wool and Honey. And it really looks pretty. It's a dark chocolate as well. I can't remember the story of it, but you know, you can go to the Wool and Honey website to do that, or on Nittarella. And she just published this shawl that looks pretty and is in a brownish color. And we decided to make a version in our Tibetan cloud. I haven't decided the color yet. So if you have any opinion, what color you would like to see the sample in, check out, get the pattern, tell us which color you think you would like to see the pattern in. I'm thinking about more like a yellow or a green or yellow or a blue. I think that would be one of the colors that I would go, because if I make something else in pink, I think that Andrea, my partner, will say, please, we ran out of pink. So that was definitely one of the pattern that we are checking out. We just got the pattern. Another design that just came out, I think maybe like yesterday, before yesterday, or one is coming out today, is from Tiff Neylan, again, or Nilan, depends how you pronounce Tiff, and is the Hygge cowl and hat. I saw the cowl has a herringbone stitch that looks really pretty, and so we got a pattern. And if you get a pattern, there is a code, I think, for a few more days. If you get the cowl and the hat together, I think there's 15% off if you get the 2 patterns. So if you're watching this in a month, please don't tell me that the code doesn't work. It's not our pattern anyway. But Tiff is a wonderful designer. Not saying anything else. And I'm trying to think about what are the color. Oh, here. These were the color combination. Yeah. What is this one? No.
Yeah, because we have to go with the cloud. So yes.
So you will look at the pattern. Look at the pattern that she has.
Yes,
and so we are playing around with colors, but definitely. So we are going to do some marlin, and it has these 4 colors in it. Not that you use all of them. So we are going to knit ours with this as a base. We might get this as the border, and then we have to decide which one we want to marl it with. It has a yarn that has all the 3 colors. I don't remember the name of the yarn. So we're trying to probably go with these 2 together. with that. That will be our cowl. And she says it's easy and fun to knit. So I already identified a sample knitter, and we are going to have that made very soon. So it should be in a couple of weeks or so. We should have that sample. That again is the Hygge cowl by Tiff. And Joji Locatelli just came out. Well, she came out with 2 patterns, like one day one and one day the others. So there is one pattern that is a vest, and a beautiful vest with a chunky yarn. I'm like, damn, we just finished. We sold out of our old chunky. We don't have it anymore. But she made that pattern with with Julie Asselin. Julie Asselin yarn, which is beautiful. And so check it out, because that one is really, really beautiful. And it's called Licorice Vest. And there is a color that's called Licorice from Julie Asselin. Yarn from Canada, and Julie is a wonderful dyer, really, really a dear person. But the other pattern that the Joji came out with is the Winter Trails. The Winter Trails cowl, and it's really funny the way she modeled the cowl in the pictures. I really loved. Of course, I love Joji and everything she does. Remember she did a hipster shawl and cowl for us. They were really, really popular. But anyway, this new cowl is really interesting. So we thought that we could it's a fingering weight, and it takes 3 colors. So we thought that we could actually, because of the marlin, we're talking about a lot of marlin today, we could, what is the other one?
Which one are we missing?
The pink.
Oh.
Or not.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
So it has 3 colors, and I think one of the colors is marled together. So we thought that we could just marl these 2 together. Sometimes use it single, so double, but 1 color, monotone, and sometimes this one, and then at some point marl these 2 together. So you will only need 2 colors to do that. Our idea is that you can only have 2 colors, and you can get the same effect that she did, of course, by holding it double alone, and then marl them together. So we are trying to probably swatching that and try to see that, or just because we could add the 3rd color and play with marlin even more and make it even more colorful. It just be a little, I think probably 1 extra skin you will need for that. And so you could just marl these 2 together, then you can marl these 2 together, and then you can marl these 2 together, and see how it plays around with it. Or you could just have the same with other colors as well. You could use the petrol and the emerald with the. It's like trying to find colors. I can't find it. The petrol lace. And here, got it. So that's another version that you could do with the petrol and the emerald marled together, and have just 1 and 1, and then have the dusty pink. Or the navy blue as well, yes.
Navy blue would be pretty with that.
That's here. There's here. Yes, it is. Oh, let's ditch the oatmeal and have these 3 together. So this would be for the Winter Trails. Oh, maybe we should do 2 cowls. I think we should do 2. So I haven't identified a sample knitter that does it. Maybe I could attempt it myself, because I love working with our lace held double, a really nice feeling in it. And so, yeah, we might do that. I think that was the last thing, or a little fun things at the end. As chocolate, as I said at the beginning, seems to be super duper popular these days because of the Bernie Sanders meats that came out. As I said, we have a beautiful natural chocolate that you can use for anything. And it so happened that when we look at those meats, actually, it really looks like it's our colors. It's like all our natural colors together with a pop of the mustard. So this really, so in case you decide to, there are so many different patterns out there, the meats, the cowl, the sweater. So if you decide to go with the natural or original look, let's say, and you get one of the free patterns, and you can just donate the money to the charity of your choice. And I just wanted to point out that it so happens that we have all the natural colors plus the mustard, or any color combination would work. But when we saw it, we immediately was like, oh, is that mYak? But of course, the beautiful mitts that were made for him by the teacher in Vermont. I don't remember her name. I think it's Jill or Alice. I don't remember the name. Jane Alice. So anyway, I thought it was like a fun little comment out there on how, we started with this beautiful natural chocolate. And it's nice to see that people are looking for chocolate. There's a lot of people running around dyeing this color because of how popular it's become. And here we are with our, natural mYak in chocolate. Anyway, so here I am at the end of my chat. I hope that you enjoy us talking. It's just merely me talking. And thank you for being with us and for watching it again. Remember, please do subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, anything else that you would like to know, other things that you want to talk us about. We have decided to come back on a more regular basis. We are going to have guests. We have new samples. We are going to talk more about yarn. Andrea is going to join me a couple of times as well to talk more about Tibet, the people. When we are together, the two of us, it's easier for me to talk and show you some images as well. We have a lot in the works. So please, stay tuned in, and we will see you most probably next week. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.